Hey, morning, Daria.
Hey, so today's the day that the A's could advance, right?
Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun yesterday. That was baseball. Again, you keep it local as you should.
Yes,
but,
sir.
They had really 4 games yesterday that were all terrific.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got them all going. I wanted to deal with this one first just because I thought for a second you were about to say that's baseball at its best. Because you know that 9th inning deal where I was like, all right, this is at its worst. Like, did you see this thing? You looking at me? What are you looking at? Stop looking at me.
Yeah, there were F-bombs all over the place.
And they aired. I understand they could air those because it's cable, right?
Yeah, well, no, it was on the Major League Baseball Network, right?
Right.
And the announcer came back and apologized.
So
because we're very sorry for what you heard there.
Yeah.
And no, you figure younger people are watching this. Of course, it's during school days, but nonetheless, you don't want to hear that on your air, cable or not.
And what was going on? I mean, you got Belfer on the mound, and then the other guy, and then don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look the F at me, don't look at me. I'm like, what? And everybody has to clear. What was the big offense?
Well, this Belfort talks to him. He's one of these guys talks to himself, right?
Right, kind of muttering.
And he'll throw something and go, yeah, or hey, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And like anything else, if you're winning, let him talk. When you're losing, it annoys you. If you're the opponent.
I see. Okay.
That's my guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if everything's going your way, then good. Let the guy on the mound do his antics, his yelling and stuff. But when you're losing like that and the pressure's on, everything bothers you.
So, all right. Well, you know what? Like you said, in the end, though, we won. So we'll see.
Now it's we all of a sudden.
Yes, it is we. I'm a big supporter.
I thought you were the Giants.
Okay. Well, are you kidding me? They lost. They're bums. All right. Now, what about? All right. So then you said, like all the other games, you got the Dodgers. They did it.
Now that was fabulous last night. In fact, I'm getting ready. That will be my shtick today on the radio.
What's the shtick?
Come on, folks. You got to admit.
Oh,
the
really?
Dodgers was pretty exciting.
You know one's ever going to say that.
What?
No one in your audience is ever going to say that.
Well, on the radio, that's just like a time bomb because it's real sports fans that are watching, right?
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, that are listening to it. But let's face it, if you're a fan of sports, I mean, my gosh, that was exciting the way last night the Dodgers won. In fact, there were 2 Giants.
Yes.
Brian Wilson was the winning pitcher.
Right.
And that Juan Uribe hit the home run.
Well, I don't know if you're going to be able to bridge that gap. I know you're a purist. You're a pure sports fan.
No, I'm not a purist, but if something's good, something's good.
All right.
And what are you going to do? Let's root for the Giants. Well, where are they? Go find them in Arizona and Florida where they don't have to pay income tax for the next 6 months.
All right. Then we had the other 2. We have the Raiders are going to play what am I saying? I want to move to Raiders in a minute. The Rays and the Red Sox. And I did look up and see this, and I said to myself, I get the whole playoff beard thing, but it was like Duck Dynasty. Yeah. I mean, seriously, it was. I'm going. Can anyone? Are you not allowed to trim? Maybe shape? Nothing.
Yeah, no. That's funny thing about sports. You see all hairdos and beards and everything. In a regular office place, I want to, people look at you funny, but in sports, no sweat.
Oh yeah, like where could they work and look like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I did look at that, and that's today, and then the other one is Game 5 tomorrow, the other series.
Yeah, that's St. Louis and Pittsburgh.
And then
that was a 1-run game too, decided at the end.
Yeah.
So great stuff.
All right, and then now to my blooper of saying Raiders. I have Raiders on the brain because of this Matt Flynn deal where they release him, yet they pay him $6.5 million.
Yeah, well, all I know is that if we had the Raiders on every night, Kron would be king.
Well, woulda, coulda.
Let's have him on again.
Yeah, we'll love to. Is there someone you could call?
I was telling the story last night, on the news, just having some fun. But we spend all this time in news. Let's do this. Send a guy over here. Put the weather reporter on the roof. Put Will Tran down in the tunnel.
Sure.
Forget all that crap. Just get some programs on the air that people want to watch.
All right,
and the news is great.
I don't think that, unfortunately, those games aren't for the taking, aren't for the picking
right now.
But yeah, no, it'd be fabulous.
But no matter what you do, in fact, I could sleep for 10 minutes. They'd get a good rating.
If that were the if you had the Raiders.
Matt Flynn got $6.5 million to leave.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh well, and I think it was 6 months. Yeah, that was 6 months.
He started 1 game, and you top it with the year before he got $8 million in Seattle. Never started a game to leave. So that's $14.5 million to start one game.
You got to be a good salesman, I guess,
well,
right?
Zito's asking for more. Zito only got $7 million to leave the Giants. so he's under leaving.
Then he's leaving himself short. And then you have Geno Smith, who'd been stinking, and the Jets, I guess, won maybe despite him or with him or whatever.
I'm rooting for the Jets because everybody had that coach Rex Ryan fired. And they beat Atlanta last night, so now they're 3-2 with a rookie quarterback and a coach that had a gun at his head. So good for them.
All right. Well, yeah, they're 3-2 now. All right. Thanks, Garrett. We'll see you later.
Watch us today at 2 o'clock, the A's game.
Who needs? Yeah, there you go. Watch the A's.
All right, Darren.
We'll see you, Garrett.